Two local police officers saved a teenager's life this morning. This after the teen's car plunged right into a river. It happened in D'Iberville, Mississippi. That is north of Biloxi. Fox 2 News reporter Libby Amos spoke with the teen and the two officers.
It was about 7 o'clock in the morning when Officer Michael Knapp was measuring how high the water had gotten in the Chutacabuff River. He had no idea what was coming up from behind him.
I looked up and I see this car start sliding. And it goes off to the right of the road, off to the grass, and I'm praying it doesn't go in the water. Next thing I know, it just goes right in the water.
The girl he saw inside the car was 19-year-old Carrie McGill.
The last thing I said before, I remember saying before I went over the cliff was, God, please no, please no.
Carrie says when she hit the brakes, she lost control of her car, and it went over this cliff head first.
I threw my seatbelt off, and by the time it took me to unbuckle my seatbelt, I looked down, and there was already water. My feet were already submerged in water. It was about halfway up my calf, and there was water pouring into the in through the windshield.
I held it just like this and just dropped it.
Officer Knapp reacted quickly. He grabbed the life jacket he had in his car.
I dropped it too. It was like a perfect drop. Couldn't ask because the wind was blowing. And as I let it go, I was like, please, let it get to her.
And he couldn't have made a better shot because it landed right in my arms, and right after I got it wrapped up in my arms, the car sucked me under the water.
In a matter of minutes after hearing the radio alert, Officer Chris Roberts was on the bank of the Chutacabuff River. He jumped in and swam to Carrie.
I went probably 50 feet or so out in the waterway.
As soon as Officer Roberts had Carrie secure in his arms, he brought her over to the bank and got her out of the water as quickly as possible. This river water is about 50 degrees right now, and Carrie had been in it for over 9 minutes.
By the time they did get me out the water, my toes were blue, my fingers were blue.
Both officers say today they had backup from above.
She had an angel with her today.
You're just at the right time, right place. It was like God told us to be here.
Carrie says she will never forget these two men who saved her life.
There's no words in the world that can tell them how much I really appreciate it.
Reporting in D'Iberville, Mississippi, Libby Amos, Fox 10 News.
Look at that smile. Well, a sonar team located McGill's car at the bottom of the river this afternoon. A crew is expected to pull the vehicle out tomorrow.